Life in the world of the Slaton family has never been simple, but this time everything feels heavier, deeper, and more emotionally charged than ever before. As the new season of Thousand Pound Sisters approaches, the drama behind the scenes is reaching a breaking point. The sisters who once stood side by side now find themselves drifting into separate worlds, battling insecurities, old wounds, and the pressures of fame. Today, we step inside the emotional storm surrounding Tammy Slaton, Amy Slaton, their family, their relationships, and the journey that could either repair their bond or shatter it completely. From the very start, Tammy confesses a truth she has never shared so openly before. Everything about me is smaller. The statement isn't just about her body, it's about her entire life changing piece by piece. She jokes about how simple things used to be a struggle, how even her underwear felt like an impossible challenge. Back then she had to stretch and tug just to get dressed. Now she laughs as she lifts her arms with ease, realizing she's become physically stronger than she ever imagined. But even in her jokes, a deeper truth lingers. Tammy says, "I'm trying to learn from my mistakes. I'm becoming an adult for once." For fans who have followed her journey from rehab to recovery, this moment means everything. She is not just transforming her appearance, she's rebuilding her identity, rebuilding her strength, and learning to stand on her own 2 feet. Yet becoming an adult also means facing conflicts she wishes she could avoid. Across the room, Amy looks at her sister with soft eyes and says, "You look beautiful." It's a moment of genuine affection. Before the cameras catch the connection too clearly, Tammy breaks the seriousness with humor. "How's my ass?" It's a classic Tammy Slaton joke, raw, unfiltered, and perfectly timed. But underneath the jokes, the tension between the sisters remains undeniable. It's been nearly 2 entire months since their last blow-up. The fight that became one of the biggest rifts in their relationship to date. What followed was chaos. Their family group chat lit up with insults, voice notes filled with screaming, endless cursing, and messages so heated that half of them needed censoring. Every ding from the phone was another argument, another wound, another reminder of how fractured things had become. The messages blurred into a symphony of beeps and bleeps. Beep, beep, you beep, 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 ass. It wasn't communication, it was war. But despite the noise, despite the anger, everyone who knows them understands one truth. Tammy and Amy still love each other. Even when they can't stand each other, even when the fighting feels impossible, love remains buried under the rubble. While the sisters struggle to navigate their relationship, Tammy's personal life moves in a surprising direction. She admits something that catches even the crew off guard. "I kind of wonder if he's going to ask me to marry him." There's hope in her voice mixed with fear and uncertainty. After everything she has survived, love feels like a dangerous but thrilling possibility. On the other side of the emotional battlefield, Amy is beginning her own new chapter. She's facing her first real job interview in years, a step that symbolizes far more than employment. For once, she's thinking about her future. Not her kids, not her past, not her struggles, but her identity. She breathes deeply and says, "I'm just starting to figure out what I want to do in life." It's a powerful confession, a mother, a sister, a woman finding herself again. But while the sisters work on their individual lives, there are still moments of joy, teasing, and family chaos. Someone lifts weights and the comment flies, "Yeah, he's pretty strong." Laughter echoes. Another voice adds playfully, "We're going to have a lot of fun today." These small, carefree moments feel rare in a family weighed down by conflict, and they're about to become even more overshadowed as the countdown to the biggest event of the year continues. Amy's wedding, just 6 months away. This is where things take a twist only the Slaton family could deliver. Amy Slaton has one unusual requirement. The wedding venue must be haunted. Not fancy, not traditional, not rustic. Haunted. To some, it's bizarre, to others, hilarious. But for Amy, it's meaningful. In her mind, a haunted venue symbolizes her relationship. Unpredictable, mysterious, a mix of beauty and chaos. Something with history, something that survived storms, but the problem? Her family wants nothing to do with it. And that includes Queen Tammy, whose opinion always carries weight, even when no one asks for it. The relationship between the sisters is more fragile than ever. When someone asks if the fighting has stopped, Tammy gives the same answer every time. "If Amy keeps her mouth shut, so would I." Those words reveal years of resentment, suppressed emotions, and wounds that never healed. Meanwhile, Amy, trying hard not to cry on camera, admits something heartbreaking. "It feels like we're drifting apart. She used to be my best friend." This is the tragedy fans don't see in memes or clips. Before the fame, the arguments, the pressure, they were inseparable. Not just sisters, soulmates. Now, they're barely speaking. The wedding tension rises again when the family casually assumes the obvious, that Tammy will be the maid of honor. After all, she's the sister, she's family, she always would have been first in line. But the moment the assumption is spoken aloud, the air changes. A sudden, sharp silence fills the room. Then the explosion comes. During a furious argument, Tammy crosses the line and calls Amy a deadbeat mom. The impact is instant. Amy's face crumbles, the room freezes, and the emotional war escalates beyond repair. Through shaky breaths and tears, Amy whispers, "I can't handle her toxic ass no more, I'm done." For the first time, she means it. Not done for today, not done for now, but done with the entire dynamic that has held her hostage emotionally for years. The rest of the family enters panic mode. One voice speaks gently, desperately. We really need to kind of get it smoothed over. There's a universal fear growing among them. The fear that if this fight doesn't get fixed, the sisters might never find their way back. Another family member reminds them softly, families are supposed to pull together, but reminders don't heal wounds. Not this time, and certainly not with Tammy in her current emotional state. When the cameras return to her, she delivers one of the most iconic lines of the season. "I'm not going to sit here and have you feed me this bologna when I don't like bologna." It's a line that perfectly captures her personality. Tough, funny, stubborn, and tired of pretending. As the season builds to its highest emotional peaks, the producers issue the official announcement. Thousand Pound Sisters returns January 6th at 9 p.m., only on TLC, but this season isn't like the others. It doesn't hide behind weight loss storylines or hospital emergencies. This time, the focus is raw emotion. Love, betrayal, second chances, heartbreak, and healing. We watch Tammy face the emotional consequences of her transformation. We watch Amy try to build a new life as a mother, a partner, and an individual. We watch a family breaking, bending, and desperately trying to rebuild itself. Through the chaos, there are deep questions at the heart of the season. Can the sisters rebuild the bond that once held them together? Can Tammy learn to love without destroying? Can Amy learn to stand tall without shrinking for others? Can the family survive the emotional storms that fame and pressure have created? The upcoming episodes promise laughter, heartbreak, screaming matches, late-night confessions, unexpected surprises, and even a few ghost stories thanks to the haunted wedding venue. This season isn't just a continuation of their journey. It is a turning point, a moment when the past, present, and future collide, a moment where mistakes will be confronted, truths will be spoken, and healing will either begin or fail. For fans of Tammy Slaton, Amy Slaton, and the emotional roller coaster that is Thousand Pound Sisters, this will be the season that changes everything. Through fear, through tears, through love, through loss. One question remains, will their bond survive? Or is this the breaking point they can never come back from? Whatever happens, one thing is certain. You've never seen the Slaton sisters like this.